What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and I'm joined today by my own personal hot commodity.
That's me.
And we're saying goodbye to 2025, jumping into our time machine, traveling back to the time when WWE was WWF, TRL had the top 10 countdown, or was it 20?
10.
10. And I was like 8 or 9 years old. And Ant was
16.
16. I think he's at 60 for a minute. I was going to say not that old, sir.
Not yet.
So we're traveling back to WWF Smackdown from April 12th, 2001, live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I'm closer to 60 than 16.
Wow, that's scary.
That is scary.
Yeah, me too, probably. April 2001, anything that happened in your life? I wonder when Easter was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing.
It's like my sophomore
particular.
year. Yeah, not really.
I really remember about that time. You were a sophomore in April of 1?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
When was your freshman year?
2000.
So you started September.
I graduated in 2004.
So you started your freshman year. I think you might have still been a freshman because you started in September 2000.
Yeah.
No,
because
you were
school ends.
You were a sophomore because you started September 2000, ended June 01, and then, oh no, you were still a freshman. Duh, I forgot what my timing is. Yes, so you were still a freshman.
Okay.
April 2001. Well, let's talk about what's happening here on SmackDown. WWF Intercontinental Champion Triple H and the WWF Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin come out accompanied by Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. And Triple H talks about how a month ago the WWF was a rosy place. The Rock was the champion. Chris Jericho was champion. Mick Foley was commissioner. And yet here we stand. Boy, how things change. I heard The Rock talk week after week about the two most dominant men in the WWF getting it on at WrestleMania. He was making a mistake. You're looking at the two most dominant men in the WWF. We all do what we want and no one will stop us. People say we crossed the line, but that's not true until we say the line is crossed. Together we are that damn unstoppable. Austin grabs the mic and says, I did what I did to The Rock because I could. I lay that fat bastard JR out and made him bleed, and it looked so good to Stone Cold Steve Austin because I could. You don't bring a broad into the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin, referring to Lita. She was dumb enough to crawl her carcass over Matt Hardy. I laid into her carcass with everything I had, and it was the best feeling I had in my system. There ain't a single man that can stop us. And as they're talking, Jeff Hardy shows up with a steel chair of his own, and he hits both Triple H and Stone Cold with a chair. Stephanie slaps Jeff, which was very dumb of her to do, and Jeff lands a twist of fate to Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. Triple H is pissed. You notice he took off his tie, let his hair down. He was upset by this.
Shake his head and make his hair fly all over.
What do you think? Do you think Jeff even the odds, or do you think it's like, he shouldn't have hit Stephanie? Where do you fall with that? Or do you think she got? I was like, yes, when it happened. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy.
That she smacked him?
No, that she got a twist of fate.
Oh yeah.
I'm asking if you think he had a right to put his hands on her if he was mad that Triple H hit Lita.
For sure. And he just did a wimpy little move to her. They beat the shit out of Lita. Yeah, and she was smack dab in the middle of it.
So then Triple H goes backstage and he wants to match with
They
Jeff
should have took
Hardy.
a chair to her little face.
It should have probably looked better. And after Triple H goes to the Commissioner, Regal agrees, and Triple H is like, you can even put the title on the line. He just wants to get his hands on Jeff Hardy. Moving on, we see Spike with the Dudley Boyz taking on Albert with X-Pac in their corner. Spike lands a low blow and a Dudley dog on Albert, but Albert hits a Baldo bomb, and he defeats Spike after X-Pac attacked the Dudley Boyz, and then Albert lands a two-handed choke slam to Spike off the apron, threw a table on the floor, and Albert has a fucking issue with Spike Dudley. He likes tossing him around, clearly.
Yeah.
What do you think of their new theme song, too?
First of all, their new theme song sucks. The first theme song I caught, I don't think you heard it, but it was the DX, the original X-Pac song. It just had a different tempo to it, like different instruments, but it was the same tempo and beat.
Uncle Cracker does the new song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said that.
The X Factor song?
That's what the commentator said.
Oh, yeah, they did say something about that. Okay. Well, I don't know. Just the whole faction just sucks. It's like so dumb.
They're fucking up the Dudleys though here. They're getting they got their number. Rhyno gores light heavyweight champion Crash Holly into a garage door backstage, fun stuff. And then Deborah goes to find Jim Ross and she talks to him and she feels bad for everything that happened. And she informs JR that she wasn't involved. She's just as confused as he is. And Stone Cold Steve Austin walks in and he asks JR why he's flirting with Deborah. Tells JR to leave. And then he tells Deborah, you get your bags, pack them, we're leaving now.
At first, I thought maybe Deborah was going to be heelish. But then I thought about it after I saw this segment. I was like, well, to make Stone Cold even more heelish, they got to keep Deborah face and make it like he's being like verbally abusive to her.
Well, they even pointed out him grabbing her arm as they were walking out.
Right. So they're going to probably keep Deborah good. So, yeah, somebody's got to save Deborah.
Women's champion Chyna defeats Ivory with Steven Richards in her corner. Chyna lands a military press slam and gets the easy pin after Chyna lands a DDT to Steven Richards. And yeah, Chyna, I mean, that's really it. She had her new, I think it was called C9, her sportswear. They mentioned it that was her attire. Me too.
I didn't even know about it. I think I don't think it was her brand. I think she was probably just a spokesperson.
Well, it was because Ninth Wonder of the World in China, C9. That's what it represented.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I mean, I don't think she was out there, with ideas. I think she was just kind of like you said, like
the face of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But fuck right to censor.
Yeah.
Fuck them up, China.
Big Show wants
We haven't seen the last of them tonight.
No.
Or have we?
Good little play on words there, sir. Smile on your face after that. Big Show's trying to find partners because he wants to take on the Brothers of Destruction in a handicap match. He goes to the APA and they laugh at him and basically tell him no. We get our first handicap match of the night though. Commissioner Regal, Kurt Angle, and the tag team champions Edge and Christian against a team of Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. And actually Y2J and Benoit hold their own. Jericho applies a Walls of Jericho to Angle, while Benoit applies a Crossface to Regal. But Angle is able to get an Angle slam on Jericho to get the win. But after the match, Jericho applies the Walls to Regal, while Benoit applies a Crossface to Angle, and both Angle and Regal tap out here. So, Angle, this handicap match, Angle and Regal won, but Benoit and Jericho look good as a team and got the advantage here. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think they could make a good tag team. I don't know if they'd be champions, but they'd be good contenders.
Yeah. We're probably going to see more stuff. We're only 2 weeks away from Backlash, so we're going to get some matches made and stuff happening. So we'll see some stuff. Next, we see Hardcore Holly taking on Rhyno, and during the match, Rhyno gores both the referee and Hardcore Holly. So Molly Holly runs out with a trash can, and Holly hits Rhyno with it. The ref rules the match a no contest, and just Molly was able to help Hardcore here.
Yeah.
Nothing really to talk about, right?
No.
I mean, just kind of
basic.
So we get our second handicap match of the night. Brothers of Destruction, that's Undertaker and Kane, taking on the Big Show and his partners, the huge twin towering team of Kai and Tai. And Big Show pretty much lets them compete in the whole match, and he leaves as Kane.
He doesn't tag in one time.
No, Kane hits a double choke slam to Kai and Tai, and then
he just was instigating.
Kane tries to land a last ride to Funaki, but Funaki just falls back, and Taker's kind of like shaking his head. It was a funny botch. Taker hits Taco with a last ride to kind of show Kane what to do. Kane then hits Funaki with a last ride. Doesn't lift Funaki up in the air at all, though. He learned his lesson, and Brothers of Destruction get the win. But Big Show is like a coward here. He backed away. It's like, why are you going to challenge them and not do anything?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's like he was just kind of like building suspense and being a pussy. A big heelish move.
Mm-hmm. Next, we see Test defeat Val Venus with the right to censor, and right to censor tried everything in this match to get Val to win. However, Richards accidentally super kicks Bull Buchanan. That allows Raven to come in and land a DDT to Steven Richards. Test hits a big boot to Val Venus, and Test gets the win with some help from Raven. But as you said earlier, after the match, the right to censor, they get mad at each other and they all brawl. They all start beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
I don't know. It might be the end.
I think this is it. And
Do you
thought
care?
it was WrestleMania, so I care because I hope this is it.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll get like a match on Raw, or maybe they'll have a segment. But I think this might be it. Right to censor here.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure we'll have some breakup story. But.
Yeah. Our main event, WWF Intercontinental Champion, the Game Triple H, defending against Jeff Hardy here. This is actually a good match. Jeff actually gave it to Jeff. I'm sorry, to, oh my God, I was going to say Matt. Jeff gave it to Triple H. A lot of action. Triple H ends up pulling the referee into the ropes, dropping Jeff Hardy on top. And then Triple H shoves the referee to the floor. Matt Hardy runs in, and the commentators were saying that Matt was at the hospital the whole night. But Matt shows up.
And remember, Austin left with Deborah.
Austin left for Deborah. Matt hits Triple H with a steel chair, allowing Jeff Hardy to land a Swanton bomb, and Jeff Hardy is our new Intercontinental Champion. You were surprised.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I thought that Stone Cold and Triple H were going to kind of like reign with their titles for a while. But, yeah, this was a good point for the faces, and I think they're going to be mad. I'm excited for SmackDown.
Awesome. Yeah. You mean Raw? Yeah, we're going to see.
I think there's going to be some major repercussions for them.
Yeah, they're going to be pissed.
Maybe we'll get I think we'll probably get a tag team match. Maybe the Hardys.
And this is Jeff's first single title too.
Well, wait, didn't we get the Hardys versus? Or it was the Hardys versus the Brothers?
It was Hardys. No, it was the Hardys versus Triple H and Austin. And
Triple H and Austin. Right. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll get them again at Backlash. Who knows?
Well, with that, we've covered all of SmackDown. We've got 2 more weeks before we head into Backlash. We're also covering current WWE content as well, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.